I thought we'd outrun it.
Against the Infected, the movie will likely dive into Jim's growth as a character and explore how he's learned to navigate a world that's been ravaged by the rage virus. This setup allows 28 years later to reflect on both the horror of the infection and the resilience of survivors, showing Jim as someone who's not only survived, but learned to protect others for those he encounters in the film. Jim could become a figure of wisdom and stability, a reminder that even in the worst of times, humanity's best chance lies in coming together, as we know 28 years later picks up on Jim's comic book storyline. But with some changes after the events of 28 Days Later, Jim, Selena, and Hannah ended up in France, where they were dubbed the Manchester Three. Things took a dark turn for Jim, who was arrested and sentenced to death for killing Major West and his men. Since 28 years later is all about Jim coming back, it can't stick to the comic book's ending. However, it can still explore how Jim's been locked up for 3 decades and is finally getting a taste of the outside world. After seeing the worst of humanity while in prison, this setup could lead to a storyline where Jim steps out of prison totally oblivious to how much everything has changed since he got arrested. Remember how his journey in 28 Days Later kicked off with him waking up from a coma, completely confused about what had happened in London. Well, 28 years later could mirror that vibe, showing Jim as this naive character, trying to adjust to a world that's moved on without him. These parallels would give both films a nice narrative thread, while also giving Jim a fresh start for his new adventure. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop.